Shiva Shiva, Shiva Shiva, Shiva Shiva. Shambho Mahadev. So 28th shloka. Today's is the 16th session. No? And so we said, just as the bubbles in the water, the principle here being Vedantically or in reality, in the truth. When we say reality, that which is the truth. That what is not real or unreal is the manifestation of the mind and the intellect. That which is permanent, that is which is existing is the real. That which is permanent is real. That which is impermanent is unreal, not real. Which is permanent and which is the truth, which is the substratum of truth, is that substratum of everything. Here, Vedantically, to understand this, the purpose of, as we said in the beginning itself, the purpose of this is that we should do this only for the people who are really wanting to work on the spiritual path. I repeat it a number of times. Wanting to walk on the spiritual path. Materialistically, this is very difficult to perceive this idea, because when one is experiencing among the Bhautika Jivan or among the objects, in the midst of the objects and emotions, it is impossible, or it is very difficult, I won't say impossible, it is difficult to perceive the idea of that these are all manifestations. They are not the truth, but the truth is the substratum, which is the Parabrahman, from where everything has emerged. It's not created. Even though we call it as creation here, many places we have been discussing on creation. Creation is an activity. So, it's an activity. Whereas this happens with an emergence. Emergence is that it is happening. It's not difficult to understand, I hope. Even in the material plane, if you look at it, the bubble in the water is not an activity of the sea, is it? Is it created by the water? Is it an activity by the water? No. Because of certain frictions, a vacuum is created suddenly and a bubble appears. After the bubble appears, after some time, it automatically by itself it breaks. When it loses its conditions to have created, there it is created, to have created the form and shape by itself, that dissolves by itself without any activity. Without any effort, this is happening. There's no one externally putting an effort in order to create a bubble. No one is putting an effort externally to destroy the bubble also. It appears, it forms, and it deforms. It appears and it disappears. This is what is called the truth, you see. In the form of bubble, we are able to understand it because we know the science behind it, we are able to physically see it. No effort is made like that. So this is the way, exactly this is a similar pattern, but we are unable to really perceive it in the sense that the whole universe is formed like that. The purpose of giving these examples are this only for the purpose of to draw the inference from that we have to understand, because Brahman and the act and the formation, that which from the Brahman is not explainable, it is inexplainable. As this happens, this cannot be explained. Had it been an activity and being done by a unit or an individual or a particular force, then it is explainable. Then there will be an explanation for that. Here there is no explanation for it. Why? Because it is not done, it happened. You see, it happened. If it is done, there is an explanation. We usually use this word in the material world also. Somebody says evening, suddenly there is a headache. But there is a reason for headache. So I am not telling that. I am just telling an example that suddenly there is an headache. So somebody asks, why it suddenly happened? I don't know. It just happened. I don't know. It just happened. Even though some disorder has happened or order has happened, disorder or order has happened in the physical system, it appeared and you do not know about it. There is no explanation behind it. Even though for a headache there will be an explanation, I am not talking about it. As an example I am saying that. It's not headache that you should take, it's something like that. So many things, you see, so many things comes to my mind, so I just tell to establish what Swamiji, how to explain, such a great man has told something, how to establish it and how to explain it itself is difficult. But yes, with our little knowledge, let us try to understand the truth, what the great man has told. He is a great person, great noble soul, and incarnation of the Lord Himself, and it cannot be. One thing is sure, that it cannot be ruled out, it cannot be wrong. It has to be 100% right. The only thing, how do we understand that right will be the problem. Let's understand. We say that, okay, physical world I am seeing, I am experiencing. We also see that we are able to touch, I can feel it. And I have got sensory system, my sensory system is working, my intelligence is working. I can break it, I can make it, I can do it, I do that. How is it happening? That means, is it not existing? As I told you, Jagat Mithya doesn't mean that it is not there. It is there, but this is not the truth. It's called myth, Mithya. That's why we said it has come from the substratum. It is there. But it has come from the substratum, but that's not the reality. The reality is something else. We have got so many examples coming further also, so I won't take up those examples now. We boil the water, okay. After 100 degrees centigrade, after its boiling point, water starts evaporating and it becomes steam, no? You can see steam, yes. You can feel steam, you can utilize steam. Huge machineries, including a train which is moving, can be used, can be activated or operated by steam. Yeah. Is the steam there? Yes, it is there. After some time, where is the steam gone? After boiling point. The steam has come from a boiling point, and the moment the temperature of the variation of the temperature takes place, the steam disappears to be moisture and which cannot be seen. Is the steam there? Is the steam there? The steam is not there. But it has been replaced by the moisture. Okay. Is the moisture there? Yes. Till when? Till again disappears, you see. Is it created? Is the steam created by the water?
Reconversion.
Is the steam created by the water? No.
No.
Is the steam created by the fire? No. Is the steam created by any other environmental changes? No. Is it the heat that is responsible? Is it the water who is responsible? Or who alone is responsible for it? No one, no? If they are all alone, if there is no water, if only the heat is there, can it create a steam? You are getting it? If there is water, if there is no heat, can it create a steam? No. If there is no that situation, that temperature doesn't reach, even though heat is there, it doesn't reach the temperature because of constant boiling, application of the heat to a certain degree. Only at a point, it forms, the steam forms from the water. Okay. So we said in the beginning, in somewhere where it is a
Reconversion.
conversion, we say. It's a form of conversion of the water into steam. And it's a water itself is a conversion. So from the water what comes is a reconversion. From the steam what comes is the conversion or whatever you call it. And how you, everything is a reconversion. Jagat is a reconversion. These are all, from these we have to draw the inference. A man who is in the spirituality, he has to understand that. That's why we said in the last paragraph, last class we said that the clay, even though it looks different, the potter looks different, the instrument to make the pot looks different, they all came from the same source. So, a man who has to use the facility of the materialistic way of execution of life, for him these three are existing. Clay is there, separate. Potter is the man, the intelligence, what it makes the pot is different. And the instrument look different. Because they look different, they can be felt, they can be identified, they can be felt, they can be seen, they can be experienced separately by the indriyas and the mana, experienced by the indriya. Experience is done only by indriya and mana and intellect. Nowhere else experience word is used. You know, in spirituality, the formation of the or Brahmatvatum, Brahmajnanam, becoming the knowledge, becoming Brahman, becoming that conversion, that which that's a conversion. When that conversion takes place, that is not known as an experience, because the experiencer is not there. So long the experiencer is there, then only we call it as an experience. There has to be somebody to enjoy the results of the action. He is known as the experiencer. The action is known as the experience. Or the result of the experience, the result of the action is known as experience. And to enjoy that experience, there has to be an experiencer. Old people say in our house, we have heard them talking. Those days, suppose nowadays the technology has become, even not now, long few years ago, 20, 40, 50 years ago. when they say, the old people say that, okay, let me plant a mango tree in my garden. I know I won't be enjoying it because by the time it grows and fruits, I will be not there. But at least my generation will enjoy it. So let me plant it. So, we all must have heard this particular one. Or I said mango tree, something else. Now, he is aware to enjoy the experience, he will not be there. Who will not be there? The experiencer will not be there. No? So what happened? That result of the action that has been removed from his mind. He has just planted the mango tree and he said that I will not be there to enjoy it. Let somebody, my children, grandchildren, they will enjoy it. Okay. That means somebody else will enjoy it. What he has done actually, in Bhagavad Gita said, you do your karma, don't expect the results. Submit the results to me, he said. This is what it is. What he said? I am not expecting to enjoy the mangoes from there. He is very sure. A nishkama karma has been done there. You got it? When you do a nishkama karma, I am just connecting the substratum here. When I do a nishkama karma without expectation of the result to happen, whether the mango will come or not, he doesn't know. Whether the mango that comes will be sweet or sour, or whether it can be used or it can be thrown out, that also he doesn't know. With all that expectation, he said, let me plant it, it will create mangoes and this, they will enjoy it. I don't expect the result to happen. So, but he has done an action which is very, very appropriate for him. It is appropriate in action because at least not only giving the mangoes, this will give shade, this will give shelter to the birds and insects, this will give shelter to so many things, and there are so various, and it also gives oxygen to the atmosphere quite a lot. And with so many factors involved when he planted the mango tree. He did not expect any oxygen from that mango tree, or nor the shade from there, nor the fruits from there. Without expectation of that, he did the nishkama karma, and without any of expectation of the result, he said, let me do it. So what I am here telling is that the experiencer, when he is not expecting that, he will not experience it. For in order to experience that result of the karma, then only it becomes an experience. So in order to experience anything, there has to be experiencer. Okay. So in Vedanta, the one who is trying to understand the Vedanta, or who would like to walk on the spiritual path, he should be conditioned, non-experiencer. He has to learn how not to experience things. Now, we have to understand that, because at a point of time, it is the transformation of him. That means formation. Like the steam, without steam's intention, it has come out. Did the steam had an intention to come out of the water when it's boiling? No, it just happened. Similarly, in order to create that situation, the Vedanti, or the ones who are understanding the truth, because who is Vedanti? The Vedanta is that the one who is trying to understand the Ved, the Vidya, the truth. What is Vidya? Vidya is not that book or letter or spelling or meaning or grammar, or anything. Any of these things are not Vidya. Vidya is that jnanam, that knowledge. What is that jnanam? Jnanam is that which is the truth, which is existence, which is absolute truth, which is known as absolute truth. Truth is there, absolute truth is there. Is the camera there, or is the vessel there, is the glass there? Is the truth? It is there. But then, what is the absolute truth? The absolute truth is that it is not the glass, it is the clay, or it is a mineral, or it is something else, or then again back to that it is Brahman, is that absolute truth. So absolute truth is that the Brahman. The truth is that glass is there. The absolute truth is that glass is there in the truth. In absolute truth, that's why they call it as absolute truth. So that the differentiation of the truth and absolute truth. Truth is that which can be experienced by you. You say it is true. Do we say it is absolute truth? Is it its absolute truth? No. That's not a term to be used. Why? Because absolute truth cannot be experienced. It has to be, you have to become become that absolute truth. Brahmavid, Brahmaiva, Bhavati. So, similarly, Jagat is also like that. So, a Vedanti, a man who is living in the material world, for him all these things are there because he is an experiencer, he is experiencing. He is experiencing. How long is he experiencing? So long he is there. One day the experiencer himself is not able to experience it. Can he experience death? The moment of death, can he experience? No. Before that moment, before the death happens, he can experience. When the death happens, can he experience? No. When the birth happens, can he experience? No. When you go to deep sleep, as I told you sometime in some classes back, when you go to deep sleep, can you experience? No. Can you experience waking up? No. After waking up, you experience. Then, because after waking up, there is an experiencer. Waking up, that moment is waking up, that waking up, that transformation that takes place. That cannot be experienced, that's not experienced. After waking up, I say I woke up. Vedanta has to understand that. That means, which is the truth? The truth is that which cannot be experienced. The absolute truth is that which cannot be experienced because it happens. And every day it happens. Every day you go into deep sleep. Every day you wake up, it happens. Are you initiating your sleep? Are you putting an effort to sleep? Are you putting an effort to wake up? No. Because the experience, the one who is supposed to take action is not there. Yes, as the old man said that I am planting the mango tree, the old man says, I will go and lie down so that I will sleep. I will sleep or not, he doesn't know. Like the mango tree will give mango or shade, he doesn't know. Same way, an expectation of result is not there while going to sleep. It's an expectation of results. Nishkama karma. Every day we are doing Nishkama karma. And then we are asking, what is Nishkama karma? Meaning of it. We are experiencing every day. Without anything, even though while we are in the experiencing state, we may say that, okay, I am going to sleep. I am going to sleep. We say that. He also said, I am going to plant a tree. He will plant the tree. Whether this tree will survive, whether it will grow, whether it will give mangoes, it gives oxygen, nobody knows. Preparation is done by us, you see. So an expectation is done by us. That's an experiencing. For experiencing, there is somebody, but the one who is experienced cannot explain the experience. Experimental experience, experienced experience, I used to tell. That is called the Brahman, that's called the Brahman. That's called the truth. So, the Vedanti who is working on the spiritual path should understand what is the reality so that his attachment, his attractions, his misconceptions, his bandhana, his kama, krodha, lobha, moha towards the material, to the object. All these emotions are meant for what? For the object only. When the object is not there, there is no expectation from that. Kama, krodha, lobha, moha. All the indriyas, all the mana, all the desires, all the attachment, everything is meant for when there is an objective world. If an objective world is not there, experience is not there, desire is not there, nothing is there. So in order to make us understand, in order to make the Vedantic student understand, the disciple to understand that, look, you must learn and you must know the truth so that you can transform. So long you have bandhana to the objective world, so long you have bandhana to the objects and objective world, so long you have bandhana towards your own emotions and sharira and mana, you will not be able to transform. Keep the water on the heater without switching on the fire, it will not create a steam. You have to keep the water also, then you have to heat it up also, heat up that particular duration, time also, in order to bring that temperature, that situation, then only a steam can be produced, and that steam has no initiation to be taken, no effort has been done, no, nothing has been done. These are all activities which is physically done, but that's all. But that doesn't mean the formation. That means the water has an inherent capacity to become the steam, and the steam has got an inherent capacity to become the water again, and then dissolve. It has the capacity of the same. So transformation is capable, every object has got an capability to transform. It can change its form and shape at a particular situation and circumstance. This will change the shape and form. The one which is changing the shape and form is not permanent, it is impermanent. If it is impermanent, it is not the truth, it is not real, it is unreal. So that which is not truth, that which is not real, that which is not existing, that which is not permanent is called that which is the substratum from where it has come. So somewhere it has come from somewhere. Where it has come from? It has come from that substratum of the Brahman. This knowledge has to be brought to, or conviction has to be created in the understanding of the knowledge with the Veda, with the Vidya of the Vedantic student. The man who would like to walk on the spiritual path has to understand, where am I walking to? I am walking to that which is the truth, which is called as nothing, which is called as shunya. From the impermanent to the permanent. From the changeable to the permanent. Chara to the achara. From the changeable to the non-changeable, permanent. To that situation, to understand that, all these lessons are making one's mind to transform. It's called the practice of the sannyasa. It's called satsang. Constant association with Sat makes you Sat. Constant association of the Brahman makes you Brahman. Brahma with Brahma eva bhavati. Constant association with the Jnanam make you Jnani and Jnanam. First you become the Jnani, then you become the Jnanam. You know what is the transformation? These are stages of transformation. Water, steam, condensation, again water. From the steam directly water doesn't come. It has to take condense by a situation, circumstance. Then again a situation, circumstance will make it again water. Steam becomes from the heat. Again it is cooled down to condensation. Condensation is what? Cooling down. Cooling down to minus temperature, it becomes cooled down. Again create warmth on that, it becomes water. Warm, cold, warm, situations, circumstances. Keep on changing the situations and circumstances, you make water steam. Steam as toys, it's just children playing. Assemble it, break it, assemble it, break it, assemble it, break it. Make steam, make water, make condensation, make water, make again steam. Keeps on. Punarapi jananam, punarapi maranam. What is the basis? So, where is it? Is it a play like that going on? What is the basis? Who is behind that? How is it happening? What is its formation? How is it happening? Is it your effort? Is it somebody's effort? Is it the effort of the Brahman? No. It's a formation. Conversion. Conversion and reconversion. So Bhagavan said that bubbles of water rising in the water, existing in the water, and then when it bursts, merging back to become the water, so too is the plurality cognized by the body. Mind and intellect, body, mind and intellect, all a play of names and forms upon the infinite consciousness, the eternal divine substratum. Everything is a formation from that. Many people ask, oh, do you mean to say that we don't have to do anything in this world? Suddenly, they will relate immediately to the material downward, because their level of understanding is only up to the conscious level, not beyond the body. So do you mean to say that if everything is from the substratum it is forming, I don't have to do anything, I'll just lie down, let the formation takes place, or reconversion takes place? It will take place, no doubt. If you don't do anything, if you live like that, don't you think that you will survive? Yeah, you will survive. How long? How long? Whichever long it is. And then what happens? Then you die. What happens? You die, that's all. Conversion happens, reconversion happens, everything happens. Do you make a difference to this world? If you ask this question, no. That is enough for Vedanta, that's good enough. Do you make any difference to this world? We say that I have to contribute something to the world. There are talks, many where books are also that you have taken so many things from the world. You have taken oxygen, you have taken karuna, you have taken daya, you have taken dhanam, you have taken salary, you have taken money, or so you have to return something. Many people say that, so in the name of social service, poor feeding. Poor feeding. What's poor feeding? Poor feeding, that's all. In the name, I don't say that, I'm not discouraging anything, please. We are talking Vedanta. Please remember that. I'm not talking anything else. All these activities are nothing. What do you think? That you are, in the name of, what do they say? That you have taken something the world, you have to return something to the world. Okay? I am asking the next question. I do accept it. Okay, that sentence I accept. You have taken, this is a Vyavaharik Jivan. I have taken something from you, so I have to give you something. It's a Vyavaharik Jivan. In Vyavaharik Jivan, it is perfectly right. That's called, Vyavaharik Jivan is that? Adan Pradhan, that means you give and take. Where the situations are give and take is there, then if I am taking something from there, I have to give back. Fine, no doubt about it. So we say that, in the material world we say that, since I have taken so much from the world, I have to return something to the world. In the form of that, whatever we call it as social service or charity. Okay. Social service, charity. Charity comes under social service. Social service is consisting of various activities, the social service. Service to the society. Okay. Agree, fine. Does this service to the society make you reach the higher consciousness? Does this service to the society, I'm not discouraging, please don't, when you isolate it, we'll say, oh, somebody will criticize, oh, this man says that don't do any social service. No, I'm not saying that. As I told you, that's why you should know I'm talking Vedanta. You put an effort to the world, do good, no, nothing wrong. I'm not saying it is wrong. You do it. I'm discussing Vedanta. It doesn't reach you towards mukti or moksha. Absolutely wrong. Then what happens? By doing that, what happens? You learn. That means you create a purification process. That means if you are really contributing something to the society or to the people or social service, what's happening? You're spending your time, you're spending your money, you're spending your intelligence, you're spending your effort. What happened? The knowledge or the essence of dhanam, essence of sacrifice, essence of no selfishness, no selfishness, that means nishkama karma. The principle of nishkama karma happens when you are doing it. This is one part of purification of mind. In the yama, niyama, these things come. So in that, one part is that in the service, what happened? You contribute. That means in the service, what happens? That you purify. One part of purification of your mind takes place. That means you are putting the first step or one step towards purification of the mind, so that the mind can gradually put number of steps like that. There are 6 qualities in the yama and niyama when you take that. Shaucham, all those things. But, I'm getting immediately. So those Shat Sampati. When you create the Shat Sampati, this Shat Sampati is meant for the purification of the mind. That means, what is the purification of the mind? That means you have got impurities in the mind. That's why you need purification of the mind. By this Shat Sampati, Yama Niyama Asana Pranayama, in the Yama and Niyama, the practices of this what we are doing, Shamadama Bh.Aadi Titiksha Shraddha. Yeah, that is the Niyama. All these things are there. Shamadama Bh.Aadi Titiksha Shraddha Samadhanam. This is the process of the mind which is converted. The Shaucham Santosham, this Ahimsa, and all those things come in the Niyama. And the Niyama is that which is imposed on you, that you are supposed to do it. Yama is that which is there in the mental transformation. So when you do Niyama, first of all, this cause for the mind to tune yourself towards the charity, towards the submission. That means without looking my selfish motives, without looking my pleasures and selfish motives, I contribute something, is why this social service is required. So that the one part of the, out of Shat Sampati, one part of purification process takes place. That's why I said, I don't say that it should not be done, it should be done by others. But then, I'm talking about Vedanta. That is not taking you towards the absolute truth of the moksha or mukti. No. Because even after doing social service, you will be doing something else. It will not be 100% when it is nishkama karma. That karma which is harmful towards you as well as towards the others. Ahimsa is not only to the others. Ahimsa is also to the self. They call it a self-punishment, they say. What is the difference between punishment and the self-punishment? There used to be a principle, even in our sannyasis, there used to be a principle called self-punishment. That means give trouble, give problem to the sharira, but then they say that they will get mukti. Don't eat, don't sleep. No. There are so many religions also they follow that Santara and all that without eating, without this and that, they die. Not eating is good, it's okay. Not for the purpose of moksha. By doing vrata, you will not get moksha. Let us not misunderstand it. We have got number of vratas are there, but that makes our mind and body tuned to that, avoidance of the pleasure of eating. That means willingly I can detach myself from the pleasures or enjoyments, attachments. So this is a training for detaching yourself from the attachments, the desire to eat. No, I will not eat. But mostly what happens when you have vrata, today's condition I am talking, the original vrata is that he really feels not eating. He should not feel like eating. If a person feels like eating, even though he is not physically eating, but feel like eating, it's not vrata. What is vrata? Vrata is a vow, penance. I will not eat. Okay. Vrata is what? I will not eat. I will not feel like eating also. When I feel like eating, then only I will eat. So, remove the thought itself from you is called the vrata. Would we say that? आज क्या आपका व्रत है क्या नहीं खाने का व्रत किया है व्रत लिया है? No, we ask like that. That means dridha nishchaya that no, I will not eat, because whatever may be the trouble, I will not eat it, because that determination comes from the thought level. In the thought there should not be the function of eating. No. Okay, but here, not all the people, but many people in this world today, is that when the evening comes, the day of vrata, the day is very long. Sham hota hi nahi hai, kya baat hai? कब पूजा करेंगे, कब चाहेंगे, and 5 o'clock, somewhere, suppose you are somewhere, 5 बजे आज व्रत है हमारे, पूजा करने जल्दी जाके पूजा. He is in a hurry, not doing anything. He has to go back home and then पूजा करके खाने का है भाई. See where we are? Is it vrata? It's not right. That's not vrata. So, vratalena matlab, I detach myself. Mentally, if it's manasa, vacha, karmana, should be vrata. Only karmana vrata hone se nahi hoga. It's not that. Manasa, vacha, karmana. That's why these words are there. This vrata should be in manasa, vacha, karmana. Then you are doing the vrata. What is that teaching you again? Is it getting you moksha or mukti by doing vrata? No. A part of training to the mind and intellect that look, I am able to sustain that. I will be able to that. Gradually what happened? The purification of the mind, intellect and indriyas takes place. Now indriyas will stop asking. After continuously doing vratas, that's why in Hindu system you will find there are number of vratas in our in 1 year. So many things are there. This, that, Ekadashi, this, Dwadashi, this vrta, that vrta. So many vrtas are there. Why? Because not that they expect all the vrtas you will achieve. No, at least some you will do and then achieve the result of that, so that you will be in a position to attain that non-attachment to the food, that the pleasure of eating. That means purification. That means without that also I can survive. I should convince myself, and then I should have, even though I like it, I discard it. is what is called dhanam. We learn dhanam, we learn neglecting, neti, neti, the principle of neti, neti, naiti, naiti. So eating is not taking me to this one. Not eating make me to the patience, level of patience increases by that, and level of expectation increases, level of non-expectation increases, level of non-attachment increases. All this happens what? This is the path towards the moksha, no doubt about it. That is, some purification process takes place to the mind. Do it, but don't misunderstand. By doing brata alone, you will get moksha. No, it is not possible. This is what I am telling. This is what Vedanta is also telling. This is what Jagat is telling. This is why he said that whatever you, that's called manifestation. That you tell that, who told you that Vrata alone will get you to the moksha? No. I don't know. No knowledgeable man has told that. No. It's a process of cleansing, purification process. Cleansing. Out of Shat Sampatti, Ananta Sampatti. No, that's why. By that what happened? Detoxification takes place in the Sharira, and also discomforts removed from the Sharira. So the mind becomes also not attached to the food. He says that no, I will not. Manasa vacha karmana, if you do the vrata, this purifies our mind and will take me to the level. That means after some vratas, you should be in a position not able to think of the food on that day. The vrata is that absolutely you are happy, you are pleasant, you are executing your karmas perfectly well, not expecting to become the evening to do puja and then do it. No. When all these things go away from the mind, you have gained out of the vrata. That means your mind has become rigid. That vrata is that you became firm in order to understand that this is not what it makes me happy and surviving, is what is called vrata. Not eating. Vrata is not only not eating, or any activity, abstaining from any activity is vrata. I won't do that. It's a vrata. I will not smoke. It's a vrata. It's also a vrata. I will not eat that. It's a vrata. I will not do this. Vrata. One time only I will eat. Vrata. Everything is a vrata. That means this purification process of the mind and intellect takes place. That doesn't take you to moksha. It's a path. First few steps of the path towards the purification, which we again has to be trained. After purified mind and intellect, has to be trained then. So this Vedanta here say that after that purification, the first chapter what we say that? After all that purification, the person when he comes disciple, the first sloka what we read, you remember? That he is prepared for walking into spirituality. Is why this has been written by Adi Shankaracharya with that purpose. The man who is determined and purified, so he understands what is called the substratum, and I am supposed to attach myself to the substratum. In order to attach myself to the substratum, I should be in a position to neti principle, that this is not. The objective experiences have to be removed, so the experiencer from you has to vanish, is the purpose. The experiencer from you should vanish, then only you will be in a position to transform yourself. If the steam would remain as the water in the container or in a tank or in an ocean, the water will remain there only. Because he determined to become, I'm just personifying it, because he has determined to become the steam, he could rise above the water and the form and shape, and he could disappear for the purpose of condensation, whatever it is. No, he could. This is called purification process. The determination to be boiled, the determination to be steamed. Okay. Let me put it that way when you compare. It's not the right way, it's not the right word. But I am comparing the steam here. If the steam has no intention to become the steam, remains only in the water, it will not rising above. You understand what I am saying? That means he has to understand, to release the form and shape of the water. That's all. I am not that. I can become the steam. I can become, disappear from that. I am no more a part of it because I have transformed from that. This experiencer, even though he was there, he has transformed himself to the one who is traveling towards the reality and the truth of the Brahman. Is why upon the infinite consciousness, the eternal divine substratum, we say that. Everything has come from the divine external substratum, is why they are all, we call it as evolution, evolving, changing. How is it happening? How are this generation taking place? How is that people die and people are born, trees are felled and then again planted, and again it is coming, fruits are there, vegetables are there, and this, that. It comes and goes. How is it happening? Where is it? Who is doing it? All that. Who is doing it? As any individual or any power? Somebody says, oh, it's an energy. God is an energy. Consciousness is an energy. No. The energy also has come from the Creator, the Absolute. It is not the energy. Energy is only a byproduct. That's all. It's a reconversion. It's not conversion. It's not energy. God is not energy. No. Somebody is talking about. Yes. But what happened is that, as I told you, in every class I say the same thing. We have to draw an inference for a Bh.Aadi buddhi. That means who are living in the materialistic world, that object is everything. That is called Bh.Aadi buddhi. Bh.Aadi means not that doesn't understand. Understand it wrongly. That what is right is understood as wrong. That what is wrong is understood as right is called Bh.Aadi buddhi. For that Bh.Aadi buddhi, one has to make them understand that, look, that this is through an inference, at least try to understand, because you cannot experience it. Through the inference, you have to understand that the experiencer should not be there. Is why infinite consciousness cannot be understood, but a Vedantic student has to understand it, because he has to gradually travel towards the transformation state. Not that here the state of attachment, attraction, what I am talking now is attachment, attraction and all those things. This is what we are talking, should be above that. It is not meant for those people. But we said yes, others should also understand that there is something like this, so that they can at one point of time, they can themselves gradually get detached from all these objective experiences and objective experiencers. We are all objective experiencers. We are all not subjective experiencers. First you have to become a subjective experiencer. Today we are objective experiences. What is external to me, that which influences me, that what makes me happy, that what makes me sad, that what makes me pleasant, that what makes me X, Y, Z, beautiful, ugly, this, that. We are all attached only towards that. We are never experiencer of the inner consciousness of the self. We are all experiencer of the objects and objective. There's an objective behind it. So, an objective experiencer of the object as well as objective. When you are experiencing the object, you have an objective towards that. When you have subject experiencing of the subject, a subjective experience will be there. What is a subjective experience? To renounce the experience. And you become the subject. It's called subjective experience. In objective experience, you experience the object to become the object. You won't understand, no? No. I'll tell you. I want to become beautiful. Okay. It's an objective experience. Objective experience. So you look for the object that will make you beautiful. Ob- no? You will look for the object which will make you objective. You will make you beautiful. So you create an attachment towards the object first. And by using that object, you feel or you think or you become beautiful is called an objective experience. An experience through the experience of the object. That what is external to make you beautiful is also objective experience. That you have become beautiful is also an objective experience. Have you become beautiful? It's only a perception. I have become good. It's a perception that you have become good. Have you become good? Have you become that? Have you become this? Objective, you would like to have that. This is what is called, in normal language, they call it as satisfaction of the mind. Objective satisfaction of the mind. I have done it, it's okay. I don't know what will happen, but I am happy about it. So, by your becoming happy, you have not anything good to anybody or to the world. No? Objective experience. Everything is objective. I have an objective. What is the objective? I should become happy. So I did it. I am happy. Who bothers whether you are happy or not? You yourself don't bother. After 2 hours, you say that I am not happy. What happened 2 hours before you said you were happy? That was then. When that happened, I was happy. You see? You relative term. So happiness is a relative term because objective experience. If it is a subjective experience, it is transformation. That's called subject. When you have subjective attachment and subjective experience will make you attached to the subject. Objective experience will make you attached to the object. Simple. Am I right or wrong? Become attached to the subject. Subject is what? Subject. It's the heart or mind or the intellect or the liver or the stomach or the legs and hands. Is it called I? No, subject. Is the subject? No. Subject is that who is the creator of all this is called a subject. That is called, oh my God. That's called either. First we say it's mind, then we say it is intellect, then we say Atma, then we say Antaratma. That's called subject. So when you have the subjective experience, you become the subject, which is called Brahman. You got it? Quite clear. In a simple calculation method, mathematical method, that's all. I mean, it is something like that. Let me draw that inference again. This is how we have to understand that how we become. Vedanta student has to have subjective experience, not objective experience. Objects are nothing but temporary. It is there, it is there. As I told you, the steam is there. I can see the steam, I can feel the steam, I can use the steam. I am using the steam for all the purposes, even moving machineries, making it. But then, steam is not there, it's gone. Where is it gone? It's an evolution. They say, oh, it's an evolution. They are not permanent. That's an objective experience, you see. When you have subjective experience, that what you feel is through the indriyas, what you understand is through the mind, what you perceive is through the intellect, but none of them are subjective, they are all objective. And all objective is impermanent. Chara, that which is movable. We should become immovable, static. Why we sit in meditation like this? Static, immovable. Then only you will be in a position to be at a point of static. That which is dynamic is activity. That which is static is stable, stability. What do you want? Stability. In Vedanta, a man who would like to get moksha or mukti or become Parabrahman has to have static, stability has to be there. All movable has to go away from me because they are all temporary. They are all creating agitation to my mind. It's called absolute stillness. Everything that's superimposed on that, anything that is superimposed on that, anything that is felt, that is enjoyed, that is what's attracted, that is attachment, everything is false. Is why mithya. In the sense, not that it is not there, it is there. By imagining something, don't I enjoy? I enjoy. Something is being imagined. Okay, I am enjoying. Oh, that's it. Enjoying it. You are enjoying it. Nothing wrong. But that is not permanent. That is temporary. This is what Vedanta teaches us, so that don't get attached to the temporary. Why? Because they will all come. Kashta will come and go. Dukkha will come. Nothing is permanent. Otherwise we would not be living today. No? So much of dukkha and kashta was there. We would have been finished by now. No? So much of kashta, so much of dukkha, still we are surviving. No? We are keeping on living. Why? How? Because they are temporary. They come and they go. Sukha has come and gone. Dukkha has come and gone. Kashta has come and gone. It will keep on coming and going. Will it not again come? Once the kashta has come, will it not come again? Again it will come. Why? Because the nature of that coming and going keeps on happening, becoming steam, condensing and becoming water, water becoming steam, condensation and becoming water. Punarapi janana, punarapi marana. So long. So when you get attached to this which is keeping on, charate, which is movable, which is moving, you will also be moving along with that. Vedanta says, let that move. You be stable. You become the witness, he says. You become the witness for the movement. Don't get involved in the movement. You look at the water, look at the steam, look at the condensation, look at the water, but you are not that. Neither you are enjoying that, nor you are expecting anything from that, nor you have any motive behind it, nor you are doing any activity towards that to make it possible. No, but you are seeing it, you are enjoying it, you are seeing it, that's all. But it is there. So when that happens, there is no srishti, there is no sthiti, there is no samhara. When he becomes a witness, srishti, sthiti, samhara is not there. Otherwise, for a man who is enjoying the material world, yes, every object is there, every object can be felt, every object can be seen, every manifestation can be felt, everything can be felt for him. There is srishti, sthiti, samhara is there. He is in the sthiti. After samhara, the sthiti is not there. Then the srishti is there. For him, srishti is there. So srishti is there or not? No, srishti is a manifestation. When it is not permanent, it is not there, srishti is manifest. That is why he proved it again inference. If the sthiti is not permanent, if samhara is not permanent, srishti is impermanent. Srishti is not happening. So srishti is not there. Manifestation. Because sthiti is not permanent, it is not there. It is there, it is not there. So sthiti is not there. Samhara happens and again it goes on. It keeps on going. Everything is again manifested. If that is manifestation, srishti is also manifestation. Is it not? Yes. Is what Bhagavan tries to explain us, that it is not there. Vedantic student, the one who is in the spirituality, the one who would like to have the realization of the Brahman and have moksha and mukti, have to understand they are all away from me, it is not me. I am not affected by that. I am not that. I am that. Aham. I am not, I am that projection from that. This has to be imposed gradually through the mind, intellect, mind and the antakarna. So gradually you have prepared yourself. That means your mind stops expectation from the object. Mind stops identification of the object. Mind stops attachment to the object. Mind stops aversion to the object also. He stops it, training them gradually. Okay? Why we are not doing it? Yes. Habits, people are drinking and smoking. They say no. There's so many people who have quit smoking, drinking. So many people who have quit many activities in life. That no, I will not do it. I have seen many people throughout life, they have done so many things. They said, no, now Vanaprastha, that's the process they again designed for us is Vanaprastha. Even though Raja has punished, Raja has enjoyed, Raja has done atrocities, Raja has created war, Raja has conquered people, conquered countries, conquered everything, and did lot of atrocities. At a point of time, handed over all the atrocities to the son and said that I am going for Vanaprastha. I am nothing of this. See? Absolutely renunciation. This renunciation is that process called, we have to have the objective renunciation here. That's what is called tapa. Through tapa, we attain that and then become that. However, the Supreme Brahman, the last paragraph, let me finish this chapter. However, the Supreme Brahman undergoes no changes. As I told you, I am watching water, steam, condensation, water, steam, condensation, but I am not involved. The Brahman doesn't get affected. Kashta, why? Even otherwise. Very many people say, how can it be? I cannot be a witness, how can it be? Why? You are a witness of everything and you are doing witness job every day. You had kashta, you had, again I am repeating that, you had kashta, you had dukkha, you have problems, you have attachments, somebody died, somebody born, everything has happened in your life, you were a witness only. Even though you were affected at that point of time, today you are not affected by that kashta. Some other kashta is there, take it. You are not affected by that kashta. You are not affected by that sukha. You are not affected by that, what is that? Whatever it is, XYZ. You are not affected by that. Now you are a witness only, that means. You have survived that. That means you were a witness. We are a witness, we are practicing witnesses. We are becoming witnesses every day. Something is happening, ठीक है. जो होता है होने तो. What is that? Witness. God has created, ठीक है, हो जाता है तो. These are all witnesses. This is witness. We are doing it, but unfortunately, mentally and intellectually, we are not understanding that we are witnessing all these things. We are witnessing a lot of things. We are undergoing the process also. We are suffering because of that attachment towards that kashta and dukkha. We are suffering. But after suffering, we come out of that again. So we have become the witness toward that. I am the witness today, I am the witness of yesterday. Right? Today I am the witness of yesterday. Today I am the witness of day before yesterday. Today I am the witness of 10 years before. I am witness only. So no, I can only tell stories to the grandchildren that look, 10 years before I was an idiot. And even today. I can only tell stories to the grandchildren. That means you are a witness, no? Who has remembered all this. That means, I'm just in a crude way or in a joking way I'm making understand. We are practicing witnesses. Why you say that it is something new? No. Bhagavan says that we witness to the whole life at a stretch, not part by part. Is why he says that doesn't affect. Did that affect you? No. You're still alive, you're still healthy, you're still happy, you're still going on. But you had witnessed all those things. I have witnessed so many things. Many people say that, no, अरे हमारे जीवन में क्या क्या नहीं देखा. At old age we all say that, no. That means you are a witness, is it not? You are a witness. That is what he is telling. Be a witness. But what happens? During the process of witnessing, we got involved in it. That's it. But even though I am a witness, but still, you are a witness. You got my point? People say that, oh, how can I be a witness? You are being witness throughout the life. And how can I be? Well, you're asking that question. You are a witness. Only thing he says that the application of the witness process make a change in the application of the witness process. As far as you are concerned, physically, you are being witnesses from part by part. He says that you become the witness of the whole unit which is going on part by part. So, is what he says. So that you become the you is called subjective experience. Subjective experience makes you a subject. Objective experience makes you an object. You become an object. So it can suffer no modifications itself in that case. How can the world? So then he says, he himself is asking the next question for us, for the people who are listening. He is putting a question. In that case, how can the world of multiplicity originate from the Brahman? It can only be an appearance. There is no real manifestation, no factual creation. There is no factual, as I told, I have already explained that. There is no factual creation happening. It's a manifestation. Yes, there is a, he says that there is no real manifestation. But the qualification for manifestation, we need not to have real and unreal, but still Swamiji has qualified it with real. I don't know why, but maybe because that he thought that manifestation itself is not real. But he says, manifest, but probably Swamiji, he is more knowledgeable than us, so definitely he means it. He says no real manifestation in the sense that manifestation, what we think as real, that we say that manifestation, that means it is real. I am manifesting it, means real. He says that no real manifestation, actually manifestation is also, he is here going one step ahead of that, is that actually manifestation is not happening, he says. So no real manifestation. So factual creations are not happening. The creations are only because of the understanding of Srishti Sthiti Samhara is only because of attachment to the object. They say formation. It is not factual creation. It's only a formation or reconversion. It's a conversion and reconversion that is happening. So it is. So when it is conversion and reconversion, that is why he said no manifestation. When conversion and reconversion is happening, it's not manifestation. Water becomes steam is a conversion or reconversion. Is not a creation. So it's not a real manifestation also. It's not manifested. It happened. You understood? That's why he said, no real manifestation. It's not manifestation. It happened. Because of situations, circumstances, environments and things like that, or due to various reasons, this happened. So from the Parabrahman, when it is there in itself, the projections have happened like that. Every tree has produced different kinds of leaves and flowers and fruits in color, in texture, in quality, in gunas, in the virtues, in all the senses. Each tree has produced different ways of all these things. Is it manifested by the tree? Mango leaf has got that long ones.
Banana. Banana.
The what called tree, the banyan tree has got a different leaf like that. Different leaves, different fruits, different colors, different purposes, everything is different. Is it manifested by the tree? It's not a real manifestation. But there is, it has happened. It happened. Is it a factual creation? It's not a creation. Who has created it? Yes. They shed the leaves, again the leaves have come. Well, same thing happened. Purarapi Jananam. Repetition of the manifestations and the, so this one we called it as creation to our mind. Why? Because that which was not there, it is there. We feel it is there, so we call it as creation. Only thing we called it as creation. The creation name created by the mind itself was wrong, but it has created. It has created. The mind has created it because of its experience. Not just like that, because of its experience. So, because you have experienced, you have created it. When you don't experience it, you don't create it. Right? So, the experiencer, when he is not there, the creation is also not there. Manifestation is not there. Vedantic student, Swamiji wants as Vedantic student to understand, neither experiencer nor experiencing should happen. But it is happening because of the status of the sthiti in the mid area. You feel that. So you have past, present, and future. You have got three states. When you understand this, that's why Trigunatita. No? That's why in Vedas and in songs and all we say Trigunatita and also Trikaladarshi. All those things have happened.